Hey, good morning, good morning. Let's do this. Let's do this again. Oh, I'm excited to be here. Oh man, first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. I got to get up and I got to show up. I'm going to be here. I love that. I'm thinking last night while I'm dreaming about what I'm going to talk about. And I had to get up. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I had y'all on my mind. What is it, Terry Bontemps? What is it, Terry Bontemps, that you need to give your family, your cousins? I've got some new nieces and nephews now. I've been given the title of Uncle. Uncle T. I had a young man from Georgia. Don't know which part of Atlanta, from Georgia, called me yesterday. He says, Uncle T, call me Nephew Coop. Just like family. Uncle T, I saw you teaching about ROI. He said, wow, sold, I am in. Signed up for my 2x8x100, which is 2 calls a week with me. 2 calls a week on the phone. Me teaching and coaching 8 times a month, 100 times a year. Ooh-wee. I got to make sure I'm live here. Give me a second. I'll come back to that story. Let's just go ahead and go on in, make sure, put them on there. Yep, I am live. So he gives me a call. And he says, just call me Nephew Coop. Nephew Coop. I have a young lady on YouTube. She's been calling me Uncle forever. Family. I have a coach. I've got 3 female coaches right now. 3 female coaches. You know why I got 3 female coaches? Women are on fire. And my coach, she calls me Uncle T. My coach calls me Uncle T. She says, you know why? Because when I look at you and I listen to you, you like that uncle that gives great advice. You know, not that, that uncle that can tell jokes and, make you smile. When you talk, Uncle Terry, I want to sit down and listen to you. Now, she's my coach, right? She's a female. She's a beautiful person. Desiree, if you watching, she has made me think along the female lines, the feminine way of doing things, right? And I'm like, Desiree, I'm a stubborn guy. I don't listen anyway. I'm hard-headed because that's why I'm who I am. I'm doing it my way. I'm an entrepreneur. I can do it my way. And the more she kept talking to me, she says, Terry, you got to connect with me on a deeper level. I'm like, well, I just told you. My student made $1.2 million in 1 hour doing what I taught him to do. Another one of my students made $400,000 in 9 months. She increased her net worth to $1.5 million in 10 months, right? She borrowed $100,000 from family and friends to buy 18 notes, 18 of these notes. And in 10 months, she increased her net worth to $1.5 million. I actually flew into her town and trained her for 3 days. I don't do that no more. For 3 days, I went there and she took me over one of the homeowners' houses that she helped that person keep their home. They was in foreclosure. My student, Holly, bought the note on that property and helped that homeowner keep his home. And let me tell you, that homeowner, when I walked through that door, that homeowner was like, hey, would you like some cookies? Would you like some bread? Iris Mo, my girl, Looking good, Iris. You're looking good. I'm watching you, okay? I don't have a lot of time to stop in, but I will. But Iris, you're looking real good, and I'm glad to see you back inspired. Do your thing. Do your thing, Iris. Thanks for joining me, Iris. I appreciate you. So, I had another student that made $28,000 in 45 days. I had another student that made $2,500 just by watching my videos. And I can go on and on and on. And she says, Terry, so what? I'm like, what do you mean, so what? That's what people want. They want to know how to make money. That's my world. That's what we guys do. And you know what? This may be true. And I'm not an expert on women and men, but guys, we like to get that. Come on, y'all know where I'm going already. You ain't, boom. We like to get that money. We like to get after it. Like, you know, we just like to get out after it. I better not say the wrong things. Right? All right, Iris, you know we on the same path. We connected. Okay? And so she says, Terry, you ain't connecting deep enough. I'm like, what you talking about, coach? She says, your community don't know you. Wow, what do you mean? All they want to do is make. That's all. That ROI, make that money, pay off some debt, buy some stuff, go on vacation, you know, put some money in the bank, buy yourself a new house, pay off the old house, get out of debt. That's what they want. And she's, Terry, I know that. But Terry, here, let me help you. Just listen to me. You ain't told them who you are. You ain't told them where you came from, how you got to be where you at. See, Terry, it's easy for you. Yeah, because I put in the work, Desiree. I got 40 years in, and I'm still excited about what I'm doing. Terry, they don't know your story. They don't know where you've been, man. They don't know how tough your life was. Because, Terry, I heard you say today on one of your calls, whatever happened to the world I used to live in. She said, hey, a lot of your viewers are still living in that world that you used to live in back then, and they can't relate to you where you are now with the swimming pool in the backyard and that big old red truck. Now, Desiree didn't say that. Desiree would never do it that way. You know, maybe she would, because maybe grandma would say it that way. And if y'all don't know Desiree always tells grandmother jokes. Oh man, she cracks me up. The last time I was on her coaching call, she said, I'm gonna lose weight one day. I'm gonna lose weight one day because she's coaching some fitness experts. And she said, as soon as I can quit eating these barbecue potato chips, I'm gonna lose some weight. And lo and behold, guess what I was eating? I'm sitting there listening to the coach eating barbecue potato chips. I'm like, God dang. That cracked me up. I typed in, I'm eating barbecue potato chips right now. But see, Desiree was trying to get inside my head and say, Terry, look, you got to connect with your family, your nieces, your nephews, your family members, your group. You've got to connect with them. I said, all right, Desiree, I blew it off. You know, I heard voices in the middle of the night. I heard Desiree's voice. Oh, I heard Desiree's voice say, Terry, get out there and tell your story. I said, no, Desiree, in my dreams. I said, no. I'm going to talk about ROI and how you can, you know, make it in real estate with ROI. I couldn't go back to sleep. I had to go get on the computer. I had to go find my family's pictures. And when I went back, whoa. When I went back, you guys, I cried. Crying now. To go back and look at what I went through is why I'm where I'm at now. Woo. So I'm gonna tell you guys my story because I understood what Desiree was saying. Terry, go back to when you first started. What is it that you had to come through and go through? The obstacles that your friends, your nieces and nephews, your tribe, your community, what are they gonna have to go through? Because Terry, they may not have the pool in the backyard. They may not have that beautiful red truck. They dealing with COVID. Terry, you've been through 9/11 bombings. When people didn't want to go outside because they were scared they was gonna get shot by a terrorist. Terry, you've been through 2008, the Great Recession, and you survived that. You survived 2001. Terry, what's inside of you that you need to give your community so they can have that right now during COVID? Terry, people are dealing with not being able to make the mortgage payment, not being able to make the rent payment. They've been furloughed. Their job is never coming back again. Their kids are in college. They're low right now. Terry, they ain't got no money coming in. Terry, remember some of those days that you was dealing with that. How did you get through, Terry, to get where you at today? Oh, come on, Desiree, talk to me. She talking to me now, I can hear her. She in my head. Anyway, I'm gonna come back to that. Hey, my name is Terry Bontis. I'm glad you guys are with me today. I'm telling you, this is gonna be important. It's gonna be important you listen to what I got to say, because I got some years of experience in. I've been knocked down, kicked down, beat up, lost $25,000 on one real estate deal, lost another $25,000 about 7 months ago trying to hire a coach that said she was going to put me on the internet. I was going to do the things that I'm trying to do right now. I got an extensive library of videos. I said, hey, I'm ready to blow up. I'm ready to be better than Tony Robbins. I don't want to be the next. I do want to be the next, but I want to be better than Tony Robbins. I want to be the next Robert Kiyosaki, a better Robert Kiyosaki. I want to educate my community because they can relate to me. They can talk to me. They can call me. They can text me, right? They can email me. I'm approachable. Welcome to Real Estate Real Talk, where I keep it real. Ooh, where I keep it real. See, I can talk freely because I've been around the block a few times. Okay, I've been around the block a few times. I keep it real. I keep it 100. I keep it 100, 100, 100, like them young kids say. See, they can relate because I use their words, 100. So if you young, you hear me say 100, oh, Terry keeping it real now. Uncle Terry keeping it real. This is my calling. This is my calling right here. And I'm just opening myself up to the world so they can hear what I got to say, because the message that I have to deliver, so many people need it. So many people need to hear, hey, who cares that your realtor said you don't qualify for a home? This is the American dream. Everybody deserves a home. The realtor, they just don't know how to get you a home if you ain't qualified, but you still deserve the American dream. I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to teach you with terrible credit, no credit, below average credit, no job, no real estate license, no money, no credit. You weren't born on the right side of the fence. You're a single mom. You got 2 kids. You're a single dad like my man Chris in Texas right now. He's got 2 boys. He's been laid off by COVID, put in 300 applications. He owns a home, which is great, but I'm going to show him and teach him how he can own more homes. He can own as many homes as he wants with none of that stuff that the realtors, the brokers, and the banks tell you, because I've done it. Desiree says, tell your story, Terry. Tell us how you got that first house. Tell us how you turn that into something to make your life better when at that time you was dealing with 9/11. That's what I want you to do, Terry. Yeah, you know how to go look at a house inside of it and tell there's a bunch of money in it. But what did it take to get to this point, Terry? Tell them about the nights you cried because you lost your first house to foreclosure. And then, Terry, you doubled down and lost the second house to foreclosure. And then, Terry, you know what you did? You went out and you started buying houses all over the United States. You started buying them in Arizona, California, Nevada, Illinois, New York, and Florida, Terry, with no credit. Come on. Relate to your audience, Terry. I said, Desiree at 4 o'clock, stop, Desiree. Stop. I hear you, Desiree. I got on my computer and found my pictures and I started crying because it brought me back to, I'm doing it now. It took me back to where I was. Hurt, pain, on the couch in a fetal position, like I let my family down. I know some of y'all feeling that right now. Because of COVID. It ain't your fault. I was depressed. I lost a lot of weight. If I could show you that picture, I lost a lot of weight. It was in my head. I was blaming myself. This is what Desiree's trying to get me to bring out of me. I ain't even gonna teach no real estate today. Hey Jill, how you doing? Iris, again, I see you, Iris. Come on, keep responding. I'm looking. Woo-wee! I ain't gonna teach real estate today because I know what Desiree was telling me. Terry, you was in the fetal position on the couch losing weight. What got you up, Terry? Because your audience may be feeling that right now. Because of COVID. I'm saying, yeah, Desiree, I don't think they want to hear me talk about what I've done and what my students done. It's Terry, help me get off this couch. Terry, help me to just do one deal so I can make $1, $2, $5, $20, $100 so I can do a little bit better. Hey, Terry, give me some hope. Give me some hope that I can take my 2 daughters, because I'm a single mom. I'm 45. I'm a nurse. I'm renting an apartment right now that's smaller than your model. It's smaller than that model you showing me. We cramped in here. And they telling me I can't buy a house, Terry. Right? I got student loan debt. I got $80,000 of student loan debt. And I'm paying $600 a month. I'm 45. And guess what? Time is short. I want to retire at 55. That's the story. I got to tell that lady who's a nurse, a first responder, how she can better her situation. She's out here saving lives, doing what she's supposed to do in COVID, and the bankers, the realtors, and the brokers are saying you don't qualify. Come on, how come she doesn't qualify? You telling me she puts on her mask. She puts on her mask and she goes out and helps me save my life. And you telling her she ain't qualified? Come on, man. See, that's the kind of stuff that I heard. But who is telling that nurse that guess what? Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. I got what you need. I have the knowledge to help you get where you want to go. I'm the guy that can help you because I was there. And guess what? 40 years later, I got a different world right now because I followed my dream. I didn't give up on my family. I didn't give up on my dream. I didn't give up on my family. I didn't give up on my wife. I didn't give up on my daughter. I didn't give up on my other daughter. And I don't know, they didn't give up on me. Okay, they might have thought, but they didn't give up. And guess what? Do not quit on yourself during COVID. You're much better and much stronger. I'm telling you right now, I survived 9/11, okay? I survived 2008, didn't lose none of my real estate, okay? I'm surviving COVID because of what I'm telling you right now. That's inside of me. I had a lot of fight, okay? Once I got off that couch and quit crying, you know what got me off the couch? Oh man, this is good. What got me off the couch, I had did a real estate deal. It failed miserably. This lady, I had did a deal with her. She agreed to the deal. Her lawyer signed the paperwork to do the deal. I found somebody that moved. The lady that I signed the deal with, she had to move to Washington. She lived in Sacramento. She had to move to Washington. I agreed to make her monthly payments on her house. I said, look, ma'am, why don't you go on to Washington, get your place. I'll make your payments on the house. I'll get it sold one day. Okay? You don't have to worry about it. So I moved somebody in to make those payments, called a lease option, for those of you that know. The person that I moved in went fishing with the lawyer who lived next door, who second as a witness on the contract. They got to asking about the money. Now, the lady that moved to Washington, her monthly payments was $1,000 a month. I moved somebody in, okay, that had some marginal credit, probably had a terrible credit score, didn't have a lot of money, no down payment. They were, according to the agents and brokers, not qualified to own a home. I put them in a position to move into a nice house, took them out an area which probably wasn't that safe, schools wasn't that great, put them in a nice area. To get their credit together, they could have went and bought this house. So they go fishing together. The lawyer says, well, how much are you paying Terry? And the person said $1,500. I'm just using a round number so you guys can get my math. $1,500. I was making $1,000 to the owner. So where was the $500 going? That money was going to my pocket because I created that deal with my intelligence. Intellectual property. I was making $500 a month. And guess what happened? That conversation right there killed the deal. The lawyer says, well, her payments are only $1,000. Why are you giving Terry $1,500? The person that I moved in didn't know, and the lawyer didn't know. And when you don't know, you start making up stuff. Well, the reason they were paying $1,500 is because that's the fee I charge for giving them premium service that they could live in a house, move into a house that they could eventually buy one day. Hey, they was going to pay rent somewhere else anyway. They decided, the lawyer called it rent skimming, which is a whole messed up, it didn't even apply to me, rent skimming. Thus, the lady in Washington started going around telling Terry Bontemps is a scam artist. Terry Bontemps is a con. Terry Bontemps will cheat you out your money. Terry Bontemps is a crook. Terry Bontemps wasn't a good word that came out of her mouth. There was no good. She never said, Terry made my payments for me so that I could not have a foreclosure on my credit report. I couldn't make two payments, one in Washington, one in Sacramento, with the salary I had, and I didn't want to deal with tenants. So she goes on a talk radio show. She was fuming. She goes on a talk radio show, and she's telling that story again. Oh, Terry's a crook. Terry's a crook. Here's his phone number. It is 916-470-3869. And she puts that on a talk radio show. Oh, man, let me tell you guys, the worst is yet to come. I started getting calls. My daughters are answering the phone. Hello, your daddy's a crook. Your daddy's a con man. Your daddy, you California people are crooks. Y'all are just con artists. Y'all are just this, that. Your daddy, your daddy, your daddy, your daddy, your daddy. Oh, man. I was devastated. I wouldn't even pick up the phone, you guys. I was so low to the ground. I get a call one day. I get a call. And I think this is what Desiree's telling me. I got a call from another investor. I think that call probably saved me and what's got me here today, because if it wasn't for that call, I don't think I'd be here today. The guy says, Terry, hey, you did everything right. You did everything you were supposed to do. I'm a real estate investor and I do the same thing. You did everything right. I don't know what made him call me. I got off that couch. I wiped my head. I started eating me some beans and rice to put some weight on me because I lost a lot. I was laying in the fetal position on that couch. I was out of it. Like some of you right now dealing with COVID, you probably ain't feeling this COVID thing. It is not treating you right. It is not treating you fairly. Your kids, they're not normal now. There's something different. They know it's something in the air. And you trying to figure it out. And you don't have no answers. I slept with one eye open, one eye closed many of nights because I didn't have answers. But let me tell you, I never gave up. I never gave up on my family. I never gave up on my dreams. I wasn't going to let them down. I was determined to keep doing real estate because I knew that was the key to my financial success. And if I can just get my finances together, I can take care of some of that other stuff. I can deal with everything else. So I never quit on the real estate, even though I wanted to. Let me tell you, I wanted to quit after she put my name out there in public. I wanted to quit. I'm just telling you the truth, y'all. You know, again, right now in my current position, I would have never said any of this. Desiree helped me get along the feminine side. How women think emotional. That's why I love my female coaches. They give me a whole different perspective. Oh, Desiree, hey, you know what? I made this and I made that and I made this. I'm all boasting. I'm this and that. And she said, Terry, but you don't remember about what you went through. And I'm like, oh, Desiree, you're right. I get it now, Desiree, because that phone call I got back then, that got me off the couch so that I could move forward and start doing this, okay? And this. That person connected with me. All right, hey, on Friday, y'all join me. Friday, ooh, I'm doing a virtual party, and I'm letting real estate pay for it. Y'all got to see this. I'm going to show videos. Oh, my gosh. Hey, I'm telling you, I got a $250 million house. That's going to be a virtual party. Y'all partying with me. $250 million, right? I got a Rolls Royce. Now, I don't care. I'm just doing this because I want you to dream big. You could drive a Volkswagen in place of that Rolls. I'm okay with that as long as you make it happen. Instead of a $250 million house, how about $250,000? Okay? That's okay. Hey, and if you don't want that, whatever makes you happy, let real estate pay for it, right? I got a yacht, right? Woo, we're going to be on that yacht. I bought myself a boat. Okay, I ain't been on this year, but hey, maybe you want a fishing boat. I don't care. But I'm letting real estate pay for this stuff, right? And then I got a jet. We're going to go on a private jet. Oh, and then we're going to end up in Hawaii. I'm dreaming big, right? I just want to plant some seeds in your head, right? That this thing is possible. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm dropping my 300th video on YouTube Friday. Oh, and it's Ladies' Day. Oh, ain't that amazing? Oh my gosh. I'm dropping that on Friday on Ladies' Day. Ladies, go, do your virtual spa treatment. Iris, we going to Hawaii. Ladies, get your spa treatment, okay? Get your hair done, right? I want you to grab your wine. I got to make sure I do that. I'm going to grab me a bottle of wine. I'm going to grab me a drink in a cup. I like cognac. I might have to bring my cognac. Ooh, that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun to bring my cognac out here. Can I tell y'all a quick story? I was doing a seminar in the San Francisco Bay Area. I love steaks. I love cognac. I go into a restaurant. It's up there. Right? I said, hey, I like a steak. I looked at the menu. I don't even think it had a steak price. Ribeye. I said, you know, I like cognac. What you got? He says, oh, we got the best cognac in the world. Why did he say that? Hey, remember old Terry Buntis back then? Now Terry Buntis like, okay, what you got? Right? He says, we have King James, Louis 13. Louis 13. I said, all right. I said, by the way, what's that run? He said, $250 a shot. I was like, all right, I'm sitting up here with, you know, these folks. Let's roll with it. Bring it on out. Oh, let me tell y'all something. I ain't never seen a presentation like this for some cognac, right? Guy comes out, he has a silver platter. There's 3 people serving me this cognac. And I'm like, that's what my eyes looked like when he was doing this. Ooh, customer service was incredible for some cognac. So he comes out with the tray. He starts telling me about the history of France and the cognac. I said, okay. He said, you gotta smell the wood, the flavors. He said, you just sip it. Just wet your tongue a little. You don't drink it fast, just sip it. I said, all right, I can do that. He said, you gotta taste the oak, taste the flowers. And I'm like, okay, let's do this thing. And a girl comes out, she's got white gloves on. And they bring this, like a funnel, and they pour the cognac in it so it's the right amount. And while this is going on, everybody in the restaurant's looking at me. And I can see them looking at me and they're like, who is this guy? So I finally get the steak. Beautiful. Mashed potatoes on the side. I must have sipped that one first sip. I tasted the $250 that I spent. I tasted the oak. I tasted the roses, the flowers. I tasted France. And I'm like, wow. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that is good. It must have took me 2 hours to drink that one shot because I was just like a little bit at a time. But let me tell you something. Ooh, that experience. Oh my gosh. Man, that was an experience. I don't know why I jumped on that story, but I just want to tell it to you. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to take you guys. I got to go to my screen. I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share a little bit of my life. Okay, where is my... Having some little difficulties here. I know why. We got to do that. Now we're rolling. Now we're cooking with Crisco, as they say. Share my screen. All right, screen is shared. And let's go to here. Wow. There it is. There's my family. The one to the far right, her name is Tiffany. Tiffany is the one that molded me into the guy I am right now. Tiffany was the firstborn. The house on the left, that was my first property that I bought at 20 years old because I wanted to be a real estate investor. In high school, I was walking by, I happened to be walking by this school, and I seen this guy with this white uniform on, kicking and punching in the air. And I'm thinking, wow, he's doing those karate yells, and he's going through his movements, and I'm mesmerized. I stopped and I looked at him and watched him go through his routine. I didn't want to go bother him. I didn't want to interrupt his flow. And he finally stopped and he looked at me and I looked at him and he looked at me and I looked at him. I was scared, but I was scared not to say something. I said, you know, I want to do what you do. I want to be like you. I bet nobody messes with you. Right? And he said, yes. He said he would teach me karate. I was his first student. I asked and I received. So I started training with him. And there happened to be some more people that trained. And then I went on. And I found another instructor. Then I found another instructor and another instructor. During this time, one instructor liked me so much, he took me to get certified so I can be a certified martial arts teacher. I ain't know what I was doing. I just did what he said. He was a mentor like all my other karate instructors was. He took me to Little Rock, Arkansas so that I can be certified in an organization to be a certified black belt martial arts instructor. I had credentials, I had paper at a young age because he believed in me. First time I went to Little Rock, Arkansas, that place is so hot. I spent a week, 1 week in Little Rock, Arkansas doing karate all day, all night. It's the first time I ever heard of a dry state or dry county. If y'all don't know what that is, that's a day that you can't buy alcohol in Arkansas. And I think I needed a beer bad. I needed a beer so bad. Woo-wee. But guess what? I made it through that camp and then I became a certified black belt instructor. Come on, y'all. Terry got paper. He got credentials. I attended a lot of karate tournaments, y'all. Oh man, that's what I did. Karate was a way of life for me, right? I got in the ring. I fought in the ring with my gloves on and my feet pads on, kicking and punching another person because I wanted to see if I had fight in me. I wanted to see if I had what it took to be a champion. It may not make no sense to you, ladies. May not make no sense to some guys, but I had questions and I needed those questions answered. And I got my questions answered. I earned multiple, I can't take that many multiples, I'll take that back. I earned multiple black belts in different styles. I earned a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo. Okay, in Taekwondo, which is a Korean art, a lot of kicking. I earned a 1st degree black belt in Kempo karate. Okay, oh, and that's a beautiful art also. Again, it was a way of life for me. I quit my job because I owned 2 karate schools. I owned 2 karate schools because I was so in love with karate. I wanted to be the next Bruce Lee. I swear I wanted to be the next Bruce Lee. Let me tell y'all something. I was living the American dream. I was living the American dream. I was able to buy that house on the left-hand side because of that dream. But something happened. Something happened. I lost the house to foreclosure because I took the money out, I refinanced it, and I spent the money. I couldn't pay my property taxes. I had to look. Now, my youngest daughter on the left-hand side wasn't born yet. I had to face the fact, I had to tell my wife that the house that my daughter Tiffany was born in, we was going to lose it to foreclosure. Man, that was a hard conversation. They had done everything right. I had heard that you take the money out of your property and you go out and you buy more properties with that money. I didn't buy more properties. I spent that money previously somewhere. I don't even know where it went. I lost that house to foreclosure. I built, because I'm a carpenter also, I'm a certified carpenter. I built Tiffany a crib. I built my first daughter a crib when she was born and came home from the hospital. I'm telling you guys, I'm a serious dad. I built her a crib. I put her in that crib and I rocked that crib all night long. I rocked that crib all night long. And then I had to tell my wife, my daughter was too young to even know, that we got to leave this house. Bam! I'm back on the couch again. I'm back on the couch again. I'm crying at night. I let my family down. I let my wife down, let my daughter down. Life was beautiful, and I took a hit. I was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was living the American dream, and then bam, I took a hit. Lost the house to foreclosure. For some of you, you may be hit with COVID. Some of you maybe have lost your job, lost some income. Unemployment ain't what it was. Or you never even got unemployment. You're taking a hit, just like I took a hit. And what I'm here to tell you is don't ever give up. I'm a witness for this. Don't ever, ever, ever give up on you. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on real estate. Because if I would have given up at that time when I was low, at that time when that lady said, hey, you suck, Terry. You cheated me. When I did everything in my power to help her, she said I cheated her. She put my name out there in the public with my phone number, and my daughters answered the phone. And they said, Joe Daddy is a scum. I didn't quit on my family. I felt like it, but I didn't quit. And then I lost the house to foreclosure. Our first house, I lost it to foreclosure. I was down, y'all. I'm telling you, I was down. Probably down like you may be feeling right now. But I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to get up, get off the couch, go for a walk, listen to this live stream, take the recording, listen to it again and again and again and again, like that voice of that person that called me and said, Terry, you did everything right. Iris, you did everything right. O'Neill, you done everything right. If I could see your face right now, and if I can point to you, and if I can talk to you on the phone, you did everything right. COVID happened. The foreclosure happened for me. The person said I cheated him happened to me, and I was low, but I never, ever, 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 ever quit because my family was dependent on me. My family is my why. My family is the why, and the reason I'm talking to you right now is because I never, ever, never, ever want to let my family down again. Ever, ever, ever let my family down again. So right now, if you're experiencing some after effects of this COVID, if you're dealing with death, divorce, you got some debt, or you're distressed. That's what I was, distressed. I had anxiety from some of these bad things that happened to me. I heard a saying one time, and it's so true. I want you to write this down because I'm talking to you guys. I am talking to you like Desiree talked to me, like that person that called me and said I did it right. Good things happen to bad people. I'm going to say it again. Good things happen to, bad things happen to good people. Sorry about that. I apologize. Bad things happen to good people. I was so intent on getting that out, I reversed it. Bad things happen to good people. Good people is you. The good people are you. Bad things have happened, COVID. So if you got some anxiety, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling low, trust me, I done been through that numerous times, but I found a way to get up. My family made me get up because I didn't want to go to my daughters and say, Daddy gives up. Daddy gives up on you and your dreams because they need me. They need me in this world, and I'm there to be a strong, strong foundation for them. The one thing they know, the one thing my wife, the one thing my daughters know is Daddy. Whew. They can count on their daddy. I make that evident and I make it real. Your daddy, he will go to battle for you. Sometimes I don't understand why fathers are not there for their children, but I'm not judging. There may be some circumstance. There may be the mom that may be the challenge. I'm not judging. Please don't judge me. I'm just explaining and talking. I don't know why moms sometimes don't want to spend that time with the kids. It goes both ways. But me, no other man is going to raise my daughters so long as I'm on the face of this earth. I got their back, and they know it. They know when something's wrong. They got the hotline like Batman. Batman had the hotline. The mayor had the hotline to Batman. My daughters know all they gotta do is pick up that phone and they call Daddy. And Daddy's gonna jump through hoops. Daddy's gonna crawl over broken glass to get to his girls. I had to go get my daughter one time. Some guy called himself raising up on my daughter. I took out of here. I went and it was on. It was on. Luckily, that situation de-escalated. Else I wouldn't be here right now, y'all. I got my daughters. I got my wife. I don't play. My daughters told me one time. My daughter lived in an apartment. Somebody threw a rock through the sliding glass window. I think they was trying to break in. Now, my daughter only lived 10 minutes away from me. She says, Daddy, I didn't call you because I know if you would have got here and that guy was still here, something bad was going to happen. She said she decided to call the police first and then called me second. By the time I got there, the police was already there. I got my daughters, y'all. So, again, this thing called COVID will make you feel like things are not right. But I'm telling you, you gotta push forward. You gotta keep dreaming. Do it for your family. Do it for you. Do it for your goals. Because see, when you come around and you get through this, okay, it's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you stronger for the next time. I promise you it's gonna make you stronger. So I said, hey, look, I got no credit. I lost my house to foreclosure. I got a foreclosure on my credit report. So all this means is, hey, Terry, you can't go get credit to buy stuff. I said, okay, let's go ahead and deal with that. Guess what? I bought another house, the house on the right. I bought that house after I lost the first house to foreclosure. I lived in that house for 18 years. That was my first brand new house. Oh, it had new carpet. The smell was new. The walls were new. Everything was new. I was so proud. I was so happy. I looked at my kids. By that time, I had my second daughter, and I'm saying, look at us. Look at us. We got a brand new house. We're going to get some brand new furniture. We have arrived. Guess what? 2008, the Great Recession. I'm upside down. I'm upside down on my loan. That's meaning I owe more than my house was worth. The monthly payments was high. I looked at this house and I said, look, I don't have no equity. I owe way too much money. This economy sucks. These payments are high. I think I'm gonna give it back to the bank. I'm gonna walk away. Now, I've been teaching y'all that people walk away from houses. I ain't never told y'all. I'm telling you right now, I walked away from my house. Reason why? I looked at it as strictly numbers. If I kept that house, would it be beneficial for me and my family, or to get rid of it? And the reason I got rid of it and walked away is because I had another property that I owned. I had some other property. I had a property that I owned free and clear with no payments. This was a business decision. See, emotionally, my emotions were in check this time. Hey, look, this lady done put my name out there in public. I cried. My emotions was gone. I lost the first house that I ever bought to foreclosure. I had to move out of it. Emotionally, I was out of it. But after I got through it, I said, okay, guess what? What's the worst that can happen to me now? I didn't lost all my credit, right? I didn't lost the emotion of crying and feeling bad. It was a business decision. I had to tell my wife, it broke her heart. She says, we have to leave our house again? I said, baby, I understand your feelings, but this is a business decision. This is in the best interest of bond tips. It's in the best interest of our girls, you and me, if we're going to have long-term, long-time financial security in the future. We got to let this thing go. It ain't nothing but 4 walls. I know how to get 4 walls in the roof. That's easy for me to do. And guess what? If I ever decide to get a nicer, bigger, and better house, I can do it because I've gone through this before. I'm not going to cry about this house. And let me tell y'all, I did not cry about that house. I packed up and moved my stuff. Got it out of there. Gave it back to the bank so that I could move on with my life. The emotion was gone, y'all. Right? So I've lost 2 houses to foreclosure. I've lost my credit. I cried. I was depressed. I felt like quitting. I probably should have quit. I lost $25,000 on a deal in real estate. My own money. I lost $25,000. But my emotion had checked out. That I still miss that money, but I had made so much money because I kept chasing my dream. I kept chasing real estate. I kept going, even though I shouldn't have. I kept going. I kept thinking of my family. I kept thinking of my why is my family. I kept thinking about Tiffany. I kept thinking about Tiffany's gonna need some stuff. Tiffany gonna need to go to college. Tiffany's gonna need stuff. And Terry, if you ain't there as a dad to support her financially, she's gonna have to maybe work 2 jobs and go to college, 3 jobs, be an Uber driver, and so she can accomplish her dream. I can't do it. I can't do it. Keep going, Terry. Keep going. Get up, work, move, do something, make some progress. Go do something, Terry. Go. Tiara, my youngest one, Tiara, she's gonna want stuff. She's in high school, got to play basketball. She needs stuff. She needs her dad there to take her to the games. I used to take my youngest daughter, Tiara, to the games. I would buy the team water, Gatorade, fruit. I'd buy them food because I chased my dream and I accomplished. I was able to throw love and support and have an impact on those young girls running up and down the court chasing their dreams, y'all. Come on. It tears me up to look back at what I did because I kept going. I would have let those girls down if I would have quit on myself. I used to take those girls, I took those girls traveling. I would drive them. I'd pick them up. I'd take them to the game. There was one time the coach didn't show up. We had 4 girls. We didn't have enough girls to make a team. Those girls wanted to play. The other team said, no, we want to forfeit. We don't want to play y'all because y'all ain't got enough players. I said, we're going to play basketball today. I became the coach. I was the coach. I told them, we're going to play. We're going to play with y'all, against y'all, or without y'all. We came here to play. We're going to play. I ain't never coached a day of basketball in my life. I played it. I had 4 girls. I put them all in the paint. We played zone. I put 2 girls at the free throw line, 2 girls at the basket, and we was balling. We played them tight. I tried to teach them girls, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. Y'all gotta fight this COVID. You gotta fight. And I'm telling you right now, you continue doing that real estate, you keep working, I'm guaranteeing you, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen, and when it happens, it's gonna happen because you didn't quit. You didn't give up on your family, y'all. Come on, listen to me now. Those girls came up to us afterwards. That coach gave me all kinds of hugs. We fought and we almost won that game. I took those girls out for dinner. We smiled, we laughed, we told jokes. I don't know, but I'm hoping that made an impact on their lives so they learn how never, ever, ever, ever quit on themselves. So when they get adults and they have kids, they teach their kids, don't ever, ever, ever quit and never, ever, ever give up, y'all. Come on now. I hope this is for somebody out there. It ain't for everybody. Some people done turn me off, but if I can just reach one person right now, one person, I'm happy. If I can just reach one person to get them off that couch, to get them to believe that they can still own real estate and do real estate, even though you got bad credit. Even though you got bad credit, you can still make it. You can still make money. You can still do good. You can still be somebody. Don't ever give up on your dreams, y'all. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Even when you feel like you can't make it. I'm proof. I used to live in that world. I went through a lot of the heartache, a lot of the pain to get to where I'm at today. I lost $25,000 on a coach 6 months ago. I went to a production facility. They got cameras, the best of the cameras. They got stage. They got this big 20-foot screen that's 20 feet long and, 10, 12 feet high. A beautiful screen that you can do all kinds of graphics, all kinds of beautiful lighting. I had checked this place out for a year. I had talked to the person that runs this place. It's called the Rink Studios. If you're in Sacramento, it's called the Rink Studios. I'm letting you know the name of this place. I talked to the lady. She tells me, oh, Missy Elliott comes here and records. Some of the Sacramento Kings players come here. I went and watched some productions. First class productions on this stage. They're streaming it. I'm looking at my phone, they're streaming. They have a website that you can go to and see all kinds of events. Fashion shows, comedy shows, concerts where musicians are playing. They have gaming that they're running. I'm going, this is the real deal. So I signed a contract to have this lady be my agent. She says, Terry, we can take your real estate material, we can cut it up into pieces, and we can put it out there. Netflix, Hulu, OWN may take a look at it, and they may possibly say, we want Terry Bontemps to develop a show for real estate. And I'm going, that's what I'm talking about. Woo-wee! That's what I'm talking about. So I gave her $25,000 to represent me. First month, I'm like, hey, let's get this ball game rolling. Second month, I'm like, okay, here's some more of my material. Let's get it going. I'm going up there looking at shows. Third month, I'm like, hey, what is going on? Now, she's there. She ain't skipped town. So I'll go in there. She's talking to me just like I'm talking to you guys. She ain't batting an eye about doing something for me that she said she was going to do and the contract says we're going to do. She ain't doing it. Fifth month, I'm saying, you know what? You're not getting no more money from me. I said, you are not doing what you said you were going to do. So she said, come on, Terry, be a stand-up guy. Bring that check to me. I said, girl, Terry ain't no fool. You better show me something. So I go up there and I talk to her, say, hey, what are you going to do? Now, see, again, we having a conversation. We texting, we talking on the phone. But she's talking to me, okay, like I'm just having a general conversation. So I said, okay, you know what? You're not getting no more money to me. And I'm letting you know right now, here's the first warning that you're not doing what you said you're going to do. Here's the second warning. Here's the third warning, the fourth warning, the fifth warning, the sixth warning. COVID hits. COVID hits. Everything shuts down. I done spent $25,000 with this lady. She has done nothing at the Ring Studio. She has done nothing for me. And then COVID hits. And I said, hey, look, I want my money back. She says, now because of COVID, we shut down. All the employees are going home. We have to wait and see what happens. So I know she's stalling. I go up there one more time because I'm going to see the owner of the Ring Studios, Greg Kennedy. I'm going to see Greg Kennedy, let him know, hey, look, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. She said she was going to do this, and the only reason I know her is because she's in your business. She's in your business, and you hired her. She took my money. He says, guess what? I hired her, but I didn't have anything to do with what you did with her. I said, you sat in on a meeting, man. Come on, you know what's going on. You know what time it is. So I started doing research. I started going back through the website, finding people that had worked with this Joanne and the Ring Studios and this Greg Kennedy. I come to find some people. I call them and I said, hey, look, I just lost $25,000 with this Ring Studio. Come to find out, this lady said, guess what? That happened to me also. She took my money. Luckily, I put it on the credit card. I asked for a refund, and the credit card company got most of my money back. I said, wow, how much did she take from you? About $25,000. I talked to another guy. He had his money taken. He spent 4 years with her, and she didn't give him nothing. $25,000. There's a very famous young man that has done really well in an industry, the #1 earner in this industry. He has a charity where he sends water to Africa. This Joanne signed up to work with this charity, y'all. This is how evil this woman is. She wanted to work with this charity. They hired her. They hired Joanne, the mother of this young man, paid Joanne to do a service. Joanne took the money, never did the service. The mom said she just tore up the contract, didn't want to have no more to do with it. So I believe this lady has stole $100,000 from people doing exactly what I'm telling you right now. So if you're watching and you're in Sacramento, watch this, because that lady is still there doing the same thing. But what I did, I hired a lawyer. I hired a lawyer, paid the lawyer, we served her, she never answered. We served her at 3 places: where she lives, the Ring Studios where she works, never answered. So we got the default judgment in right now. And as soon as I win that default judgment, I'm going to the internet. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. I'm going to have some press conferences. I'm going to do some press releases. I'm going to let people know, because I'm trying to help the next person. I'm trying to help the next person. I lost $25,000. I'm trying to help the next person. Okay, and then I'm going to go after her assets. Now, all that has made me who I am today. Now, the other people that lost the money, maybe they don't want their name out there that they've lost the money. Maybe they don't have the money to pay a lawyer. Imagine if you take what you've worked so hard for and you want to pay somebody to provide a service, and they take that money. And that was maybe the last of your money. Maybe she didn't think I had money. She said, hey, I'll take your last 25, Terry, and I don't believe you're going to come after me. Now, in real life, that's how people get hurt. But see, I can't do that, because I got my kids, I got my family. So I had to take the hit. I had to take the loss. But I didn't cry about it. I didn't get depressed about it. I said, look, I'm going to do what's legally I'm supposed to do under the law. I hope I can have her put in jail. I hope I can take what's mine. That's called fraud, breach of contract, promissory fraud. So now when I go in front of the court, I'm going to be able to get what I'm owed, but I also get damages for the pain and suffering that this person's caused. So where I'm at today, how did I get here, is from all that pain and heartache and loss of sleep, a loss of credit, my emotions being drained by a circumstance. And for you, it may be COVID. It may be you lost some money on a deal like I did. Or it may be I lost $25,000 because someone is a crook and stole my money. But right now where I'm at, I can handle it. I can handle it because of what I went through in the past, y'all. Because of what I went through in the past. I'm a whole different guy now. I can handle it. And I'm going to go after that person, and I'm going to try to get what's mine. And I'm going to spend the rest of my days trying to warn people about the place called the Ring Studios. I've talked to some entertainers that worked for this place. Joanne promised them that if they would run a comedy show, that the person that runs the comedy show, right, would get split the gate with a 50-50. She never gave the entertainer the gate. The entertainer, when they brought in other acts, other people to help make this show, was supposed to get a little video so they can go out and promote and market themselves. She never delivered that. I'm like, how is that place open? How is the Ring Studios open? That's American greed. And guess what? They messed with the wrong person, Terry Bonsic. Terry Bonsic learned how to fight when he was young. Terry Bonsic learned how to fight through adversity, fight through 9/11, fight through 2008, fight through COVID, fight, y'all. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you. I'm going to see you guys this afternoon, okay? I'm going to stay on this today because I hope this is resonating with someone. Please listen to this again if you're not feeling good about COVID. And if they tell you you can't buy a house, that's wrong. That's all wrong. I can help you. If you're looking for a coach, my number is 916-470-3869. I've been through it. I got battle scars, okay? I've been hit, knocked down. When I should have stayed down, I didn't. Because if you can get up, get moving. That's what I did. I took one step at a time, And then things started to happen. I kept going. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on you, your family, your girls, your nieces, your uncle, your aunts. Don't never, ever give up. That's my story. Don't ever give up. That's why I am where I'm at today. 40 years. That's why I'm here. That's why God put me on this earth. It's my anointing. It's my anointing. And I just hope I can help you. If you're dealing with debt, divorce, and distress, and financial anxiety because of COVID. We can do this. They say we're all in this together. Okay? Me and you. We're in this together. Come on. Let's do this. Join Uncle Terry. Y'all have a great day. This is powerful. I hope I've made an impact on you, your family, your kids, anybody. Send them the link to this video, please. If you think they need it, please send it to them. I'll see y'all this afternoon. Have a good day. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. I can't wait to talk to you again.